Hi, today we're going to be making some steak burgers. We're using rump steak here. You can use any steak you like or go to your butchers and get a good steak mince. The reason we're using this is that way you can have the burger as rare or as well done as you like, and it's not going to poison you. We've also got some chopped bacon, some onions which we've chopped, fried off and allowed to go cold, 1 egg yolk, some cans of spice mix, some lettuce and cheese, and sourdough buns for eating later if we get anywhere near them with our daughter. Right, so to start, we take the meat and cut it into large-ish chunks because we're going to put it through the mincer, but we're going to do it twice. So, I say, first off, cut it in chunks. It doesn't have to be all the fat trimmed off, just take the main rind off. You need a little, obviously, to keep the flavour and at least a little bit of juice in the burger, which is also what the bacon's for, helping keep a little bit of moisture and have that little extra flavour to it. So, roughly slice it up. Oh, don't be too rough with it. Well, the joy of homemade burgers is you can actually get them flavoured how you want them, you know exactly what's in them, which means it's great for the whole family. So, let's put that back in our bowl. And then switch my mincer on. This is the noisy a bit. Right, now you've put it through once, what we're going to do is mix the bacon in. Just mix it up roughly through there, just so we get an even disbursement through. And then we're going to mince it again. Now we use smoky bacon here, but you can use whichever you want. Okay. So what we do is we start putting it back through again and mincing it all again. So only take a couple of minutes. So just keep feeding it. Right, once all that's through, you don't need your board until later, and obviously you can get rid of the bowl and knife. Right, you get your mince, it's time to put the spice and the onion in. Now you can use as much or as little of the spices as you like. I like to put about 2 heaped teaspoons in, between 2 and 3 depending on my mood. So obviously the more you put in, the spicier it gets. Also, excuse me, we put the onions in. Now, give that a quick mix through first, and then we'll add the egg. Just to make sure that everything is evenly done. Obviously you can use a spoon for this, but it's actually better done if you use your fingers. If you're like me and you hate the feel of it, gloves are always good. So, that's mixed in. And now, add our egg yolk. Now, obviously use the freshest eggs you can get. We're lucky we have our own chickens, so we can't really get much fresher than that. And mix it thoroughly. Obviously, the reason for fresh eggs is if you want a rarer burger, which is obviously a lot more juicy, the last thing you need is to get salmonella from the egg. So obviously fresh as you can get. Since you're only using the yolk, keep the white in case you want to make meringues or something like that. Mix it well. Now this is where you can, once it's mixed in, you can divide it into as many burgers as you want to make. Obviously you want to do small ones, make sliders for a party, works just as well. I'm going to make 2 very large ones. As my family like them that way. So, it needs to be a wet mixture, but not soggy, because it needs to hold its shape. So, transfer that to my board, my bowl, and again, divide it into 2. That's one side. And as you can see, that's the size of my bun, so I get a small width burger, but quite a tall one. And because you've minced the meat so well, it should barely streak. It is going to be very thick. Make it about the size of a tennis ball. And then slant it down ever so slightly to make it a round shape. Pass it down a little more. But try and keep it as level as you can. And then repeat the process. I say if you're making small ones, all you need to do is take a small pinch, roll it into a ball, flatten it a little, and there you go, one very small burger. However, we like the large ones. So again, circle, flatten it down, just try and keep it as round as you can, because obviously you don't want a weird shaped burger unless you've got a weird shaped one. And there we are. Now ready to go on the barbecue. The really important bit when I pass them over to Noel for cooking. See you in a bit.
Got our burgers. Got our grill heated up. What I'm going to just do is I don't need to wipe the grill down because it's a brand new one. Just going to dip a tissue, kitchen cloth in some oil, just lightly brush Then I'm going to take our bit burgers, put them on our preheated grill. Now, ideally, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you don't move them around because we want to get the nice grill marks that are on there. You also don't want to press them down because that'll get all the juices to come out of them. And you end up with a lot less juicy burger. So, and what I'm also going to get is, because these are really very thick burger, they're not going to be possible to just grill it all the way. So all I've got is, we've got these 2 burners lit at the moment for direct grilling, get our grill marks on, seal the meat. And then over here I've got a frying pan, obviously an oven proof one, that I'm going to transfer the burgers to in a short while. Right, so once you've got your burgers just how you like them on the outside, we're going to transfer these over to our frying pan, which has been on the opposite side of the grill. just over here. This is where we're going to add our cheese. I'm just using quite a nice strong cheddar, but you can use whatever you like. Lancashire, Mrs. Kirkham's is a fantastic cheese to try with this. Put as much on as you like. Now what we're going to do is we're going to close the lid on this now. Now we're going to plate burger. Going to put lettuce at the bottom. That'll stop the juices of the burger going into the bun. But that's where you can put your onion rings, your tomatoes, and everything else. Now, there you see. So, hopefully what you can see here, you can still see, even though it's cooked well all the way through, but it's still super juicy.